since we're at Comic-Con,
yes.
I'm going to ask you the same 3 questions I ask everybody else.
All right,
I know all the nerds
shoot.
out there want to know.
Let's shoot.
Favorite superhero?
Oh, you know, the one that I really love, I don't know if he necessarily counts. It's Ralph Hinckley, the greatest American hero.
Oh, wow. I met him a couple of summers ago
William
at
Catt?
Comic-Con, and he was just the nicest man on the planet.
William Catt.
Like, literally, there was a line of people who wanted to talk to him, and he talked to me for 15 minutes.
I mean, giant blonde fro.
Still got it.
Clumsy. Like, I loved...
A clumsy superhero.
Yeah, yeah.
Better than
I mean, he's not technically... you didn't specify that it had to be a comic book superhero.
No.
So, you know.
Really, this is the idea behind it. Marvel Comics in this is from the 60s, this button from 67. But what they did was they created this world where all these characters were kind of like friends and knew each other. Spider-Man's hanging out with the Human Torch because they're teenagers. Daredevil's swinging around in the background of the city and Gotham City. So there was this little interrelated world that these guys all traveled around. And now with the movies, that's kind of what they did with the Avengers coming up and all that. We were just talking about the Captain America movie, which you have to go see.
Next week.
Okay, all right, it's great. And at the end of it, there's this 2-minute trailer for the Avengers, and it's worth the wait, and it's exciting. And that's it. They put all the characters together, and a year from now, we'll all be jumping for joy.
Thank you, Joss Whedon.
Batman. Batman, really? There's something so sexy about like the covered face and the muscles that face. I have to say right now, just because I just watched it, oh my God, Captain America, Chris Evans, baby, come home. Come home. Come home? Yes. Thor, I love Thor. Yes.
You hear that, guys? That's a personal invitation out there.
Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, you're invited.
So if your name is Chris and you're hot and you're a superhero, there you go.
Yes.
Favorite superhero? I have to say Superman. I know everyone's always, like, a lot of people are like, oh, I love Superman. That's my thing. My mom raised me on that. Yeah.
Superman's my boy. Everybody here loves Batman for some reason.
He doesn't have superpowers. He's not a superhero. He's a hero. He's not a superhero. He's not super. You know?
That's the best argument I've heard. You better start thinking.
Green Arrow.
Wow. All right. When I was a kid, somebody asked me that question. It was Reed Richards, because he could stretch to the top of the Empire State Building, the brains from the Fantastic Four. He has other superpowers and stretching abilities, so now I've imagined that he's got other great things that he can do.
Right. That's nice. I haven't heard that one yet. That's cool.
My favorite superhero? Well, Tron. They're technically they are a superhero. Tron is a superhero in the world of video games. But other than that, I'm gonna have to say Superman. I'm a big Superman fan. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, actually, I was at Comic-Con in San Diego, and this guy had like Superman. He was all like half blood and like all decrepitated, and like it was.
Favorite superhero? I'd say it's toss-up between Batman and Iron Man.
Okay.
Absolute Zero. This guy right here.
One of his own. Excellent.
One of my own. My favorite superhero.
Oh, man. I gotta go Batman. He's the underdog.
Batman's
you know,
cool.
he doesn't
Batman's
have
cool.
any superpowers, yet he still beats all the others. You know, I mean, and I can kind of relate to that. You know, I mean, he overcomes the limitation of not having superpowers. I overcome the limitation of sitting in a wheelchair.
Right.
You know, it's very similar in a weird, convoluted kind of way, but you know, whatever.
Right.
My favorite superhero. Batman? Batman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. I have the underoos. I do, I wear them. Not right now.
My favorite superhero, he's not a superhero per se, Batman. Gotta love him, man.
Yeah.
Don't have any superpowers, but he can take them down.
He took the book, folded it twice in half, stuck it in his back pocket, went out, climbed in his truck, and left. And my friend said, you know, at first I wanted to grab him and say, stop. He said, but then I realized I hadn't sold him a comic book. I had sold him a piece of his childhood. And that, to me, is what comics are. Comics should be something that you can hold in your hand. You can fold it in half. You can stick it in your back pocket. You can read it in the bathroom. If you're a kid, you can read it under the covers with a flashlight when mom told you to stop. Or you can lie on the living room floor with a TV going, reading comics in a stack. There's no replacement for comic books in print.
Rampage Fitness Academy is located at 23681 Via Linda, Suite A, in Mission Viejo, California, 92691. Call them at 949-830-7267. Cardio kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, regular boxing, yoga, or women's classes only. Rampage Fitness Academy has it all. Check them out at rampagefitnessacademy.com.